Riley pretty much takes things in stride. She doesn't get too flustered. She just absorbs stuff. She's crazy smart.
She's like a magnet, she just attracts good people and is just genuine. People want to be around her.
She knows how to communicate well. There's a depth and she can reach people, and she's 14. She's 14.
So I work with her daily, and she's one of the kids on the team that's a quiet leader. She is a captain of the field hockey team.
And Riley's an outdoor girl. She's a hiker. She's also a snowboarder. In fact, this year she was out at the Nationals in Colorado. She's really good.
In sports, she's always trying to include people. She's always like, good job on that. I've never seen her angry with anybody.
When Riley was 8 years old, we noticed that she had less movement on one side of her face. As it turned out, it was a brain tumor. And her first craniotomy, he came out 6 hours into the surgery and said that the tumor was inoperable. Riley got very sick after that. She was in the ICU for several weeks, and he told us about Dr. Robert Spetzler out in Phoenix, Arizona, and that changed our lives. So we went out there a couple weeks later, and she had her second craniotomy, and he was able to remove her first tumor.
Really upsetting for everyone, because everybody, was really scared for her.
But a year and a half ago, Riley's tumor came back. So we did go back to Arizona, and it was removed again. She and I sort of had a heart-to-heart about the whole idea that this is something that might become part of her life. And she said, Mom, I don't really want to just sit around and wait for this to happen again. I got to do something. And that is where Be Brave came from. It's what it was born out of. The mission was really about awareness, brain tumor awareness, and the effects that even benign brain tumors can have on a person's life.
Like Be Brave, when it's meetings, there's no messing around. She gets stuff done.
So you've got kids like coordinating events. They're on subcommittees, they're on big committees, and they make plans. So it's this huge organizational piece. I set up meetings for Riley to attend assemblies and just talk about Be Brave for Life, talk about her story, share her video.
Later on, we found out that I had a benign brain tumor. I'm a competitive snowboarder, so when I found out last snowboarding season that my brain tumor had come back, I was devastated that I wouldn't be able to compete in any of my events. But 2 months later, I'd come back on the slopes, and I got to compete in my last event.
We were thinking, so the mountain state, Vermont, the Green Mountain State, like what could we do here that would be different? And that's really where the idea of a hike-a-thon came in. Actually, Riley said, what about the Merck Forest? That's that place that has the farmland center and little kids could do it. So we have an online auction. We've been selling raffle tickets like crazy. We're gonna have 3 scavenger hunts going on. We're gonna have a concert, and we're gonna have food and beverage sales, merchandise sales, tons of stuff.
No, it's kind of like surprising that people are planning to go to it, and it's like a big thing now.
About 400 people came to walk the 30 trails in Merck Forest. There's just sort of an electric vibe of this small community is raising tens of thousands of dollars, and I think that was infectious.
This nice small community making a difference, $1 at a time, one hike at a time.
Riley chose to support Barrow Neurological in Phoenix, Arizona. Dr. Joseph Zimbransky is doing a clinical trial right now on the use of propanol, an oral medication, to target the kind of tumors that Riley has had, which are cavernous malformations, and possibly find a cure for somebody like Riley.
What is special about what she's funding is that, number one, it is generally diseases and conditions that other bigger funding groups don't want to touch. One of the things we work on in our lab is trying to find earlier ways to detect when these diseases are present through non-invasive means. Nobody likes needles, and especially kids. And we're working on urine tests for finding out if disease is present and hopefully being able to treat it at an earlier stage. But we're excited because for the first time, we've really shown that this principle, this plan, has actual use in a real patient population. It's my understanding that Be Brave has now raised $250,000. Yeah, that's shocking. I think it's a real testament to both her tenacity. I think it's a testament to the grassroots organization and how much people care about these conditions and also about the kids that are being affected by them.
Riley knows at such a young age what really matters in life. She knows it's people.
I want to be as empathetic as Riley and care about people.
Go for what you believe in. Riley, she just wanted to make Be Brave happen, and she did. I think she really reached for it.
I'll never forget when Riley was her sickest. I was lying down with her and I said, Riley, if I could take this from you, if I could take this tumor and put it in my own head, I would do it in a heartbeat. And she squeezed my hand and she said, Mommy, I would never let you do that. And that is a lesson in compassion and in the beauty of the human spirit.
Dear Riley, you are an amazing young woman. I can't wait to watch you grow up.
Congratulations on winning this big award, and you deserved it for all the bravery that you've had to help others.
You are an inspiration, not just to me personally, but to all the other kids that I see and treat in the hospital. We talk about you a lot, and I hope you can enjoy this day, the recognition that you've really deserved.
And as you know, and you will always be, my favorite child.
You're my favorite twin.